Disney's lineup this year are seen as unstoppable. Why Disney? I honestly are only going to go see Disney movies. That's the question we'll be answering today. Not only, well, the only movies that passed 200 million at the boring Captain Marvel. Nobody likes you. Basically before I had seen with the Lion King and the Lion King was a Marvel movie. Okay, so why people are going to go see only Disney movies? We picked them 11-year-old daughter Annie declared before hitting the screen of The Lion King. If it's a Marvel movie, we know it's going to be epic. We know we'll have a good storyline of lots of action and adventures. Also, the villains are sick and there was lots of plot twists. And of course, The Lion King. Everybody in the 90s and the 2000s have seen The Lion King. In America, of course. In first world countries, of course. This is not alone. Lots of people go see the movies. Endgame made this much money. Captain Marvel sadly made that much money because of Endgame. No, nobody likes the cats. Nobody likes this movie. Get out of here. Toy Story 4, this much money. And Aladdin, this much money. But Aladdin made more money worldwide than Toy Story 4 and Endgame as the Avatar, as well. The only striking distance so far was Spider-Man Far From Home, made by Sony, but not all Disney movies are hits. Dumbo did not do well. Dumbo did not flop it well, and I won't be surprised if you know, the IX flopped as well. Episode IX or the garbage movie, and of course the Killed Man Felt did, like Christopher Robin, which didn't do too well either. When you figure that every movie Disney is about building up these mega franchises. They're great at that's what I said in the last video. Disney's good at advertising movies. Think about it, the accusation of Pixar, Marvel, and then Lucasfilm. Oh, you forgot about Fox too. Fox is now one of them too. They did buy Pixar for greedy reasons. They bought Marvel because Marvel was always struggling without an owner. And Lucasfilm, that was a deal with George Lucas and Disney because he didn't want to run Lucasfilm anymore. And he basically blah 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 with. I hope Frozen 2 flops because I hate Frozen. Frozen 1 was terrible. Frozen is one of my least favorite movies of all time. 4 to the Skyrocket to Princess Anna. They could have used someone else. Princess Anna and Elsa. I don't like those characters. Hyrule series are playing the desperate game of catch up. Well, here's the problem. Besides Godzilla, all the other movies suck. Dark Phoenix sucks. Man in Black International sucks. And Shazam didn't do too well because of Endgame. That's the reason why Shazam didn't do too well. Shazam is actually a pretty great movie, but the only movies I think movies that go these are the only movies that have been successful. Alita Battle Angel, Detective Pikachu, How to Train a Dragon, that's a Chinese movie, Wandering Earth, Toy Story 4, Spider-Man Far From Home, Aladdin, and Captain Marvel, and Endgame. And John Wick, of course. We can't forget about John Wick. John Wick was a great movie, man. John Wick is also doing pretty well as well. John Wick is a lower budget movie. That's the reason why I said John. I didn't want to forget about John Wick. And John Wick is actually one of the biggest success stories of this year, domestically. Of course, John Wick still needs to improve in the international market if it wants to be competitors like Detective Pikachu and all those better movies, or all those other great movies, but Godzilla has also been an international success, being out Shazam and Dumbo, which Dumbo has the same budget as Alita and Godzilla, which we can use Alita and Godzilla as comparisons to Dumbo, and of course Alita needs $350 million break even. I think Dumbo actually was a flop. Godzilla was barely out of the flop list, and Alita needed $350 million to break even, so Alita made $50 million at the box office. Detective Pikachu also has a $150 million budget, and probably has around $400 million break even, so Pikachu was definitely a success. Well, if you like most of the movies that come out this year's box office was definitely disappointing. Lion King will likely kick Godzilla out of the top 10, because The Lion King is much more popular than Godzilla. But let's go back to movies as well. And the Hobbs and Shaw is going to do well, and it's going to do well, and we all know Joker is going to do well as well. No, Tornado of Dark Fate. Let's skip that one. And of course, Jumanji is going to do well. The next level, really excited to see that. Jumanji, the next jungle, not the jungle level. That's going to do well. It's going to do well. Joker's going to do well if it's not bad. And Hobbs and Shaw is definitely going to do well in China. Which we can count Hobbs and Shaw on this list. Jumanji free episode, Pirate Star Wars episode 9, all in the top 10. How to Train Your Dragon will be kicked out of the top 10. Um, and Joker. No, it's chapter 2 in Joker, which could be the top 10. So all these movies will still be in the top 10 with Joker, It, Star Wars, Hobbs and Shaw, and Jumanji all being in the top 10 because Hobbs and Shaw is a Fast and Furious movie, and that's definitely going to make it. That's definitely probably going to make $1 billion. That is definitely going to make $1 billion, considering how we all know how well Fast and the Furious does in China. That's probably going to gross 400 million in China alone, making it be a massive success. Of course, since blah blah blah. Most of Disney's movies are iconic masterpieces, anyways. Well, except for a few exceptions, of course, like Frozen, um, and of course Chicken Little. We can't forget those movies exist, but most of Disney's movies are good. Um, except for Chicken Little, except for like some of the newer movies, and except for Chicken Little and the other and Frozen. Frozen is one of the newer movies. Um, I actually haven't seen most Disney newer movies. Peak TV and blah blah blah, Man Black, Godzilla, Pets 2, and Endgame. Captain Marvel. No, Captain Marvel, it was only successful because of Endgame. Okay, Captain Marvel was only successful because there were no other movies coming out at the same time, and Endgame was coming out a month later. So that's one of the reasons why. Lion King was a success as well. Though of course the biggest thing Disney does is make a full classic movie, trying to get every generation with every film. That's why I see massive grosses. So get someone from age free to 93 to see a movie. It's the same thing with Nintendo. Disney and Nintendo have a lot in common, actually. Nintendo also makes full classic games. You get someone age free to enjoy Mario and age 93 to enjoy Mario Kart as well. People of any age can enjoy a Mario game. Mario Kart game. That's why Nintendo games are evergreen. And that's why Disney movies get such massive grosses. And Endgame, that's because Endgame was a worldwide phenomenon as well. So that's the reason why Endgame did so well. So this is like the first time I've actually not criticized Disney for once. Disney is good at killing off brands, but Disney is doing well this year. Whether if you like Disney or not, whether you like Disney as a company, as its current company, I don't like Disney as its current company. I wish I would go back to what Disney used to be, a stronghold of creativity and innovation. They were in the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, especially when Walt Disney was still alive. Because all the movies they released this year are all remakes or sequels or franchise films. None of them are original projects, which is sad because Disney used to be the bastion of innovation as well. Because Disney used to be the bastion of innovation. Future releases, there's only Onward and Soul and Artemis Fowl, and Jungle Cruise. Disney is going back to original releases as well. I think Disney decided to just pop out all these remakes and sequels as kind of like filler, because none of the movies they're releasing this year are original movies. Definitely not. They may be good movies, but they're not original. They're the same movies that we've seen time and time again. Avengers Endgame is actually pretty. Let's go to update on Endgame. All time Endgame is now 5 million away from Avatar. So it'll probably top 84 million by the end of this weekend, which you could probably expect Endgame to probably top 87 million, which 86 million, and probably lifetime about 88 million, which means Endgame will probably pass Avatar. And now we know why Disney movies are doing so well, and why Disney is the only company able to avoid this, because they're not making sequels that is completely awful in movies that nobody wants. Like Men in Black International. Okay, nobody likes that movie. Nobody likes that movie besides like two people who went to go see it. 2 people who went to go see Man in Black International. 2 people who went to go see Dark Phoenix. That's why I made that joke about Dark Phoenix. 2 people to go see Dark Phoenix and Man in Black International. Where they both made less money than Alita. Okay, they made less money than Alita and Rocket Man. Okay, Rocket Man was about Elton John's wife, and Alita was a original movie made by James Cameron based off a manga of the same name. And I'm making a difference between original movies because most movies are actually based off of something. Because if you want to go over originality, most stories are based off of something. Okay, that's just a real fact. Talking about like remakes and reboots and franchise films, those are not original movies as are franchise films. So us, Pikachu, that's a new series in the movie franchise. Pokemon has movies definitely in the theaters. Shazam, that's part of DCEU, so that's a franchise film. Got Grass. That's actually surprising. A franchise film Upside, even though that's based off of something that's still an original movie, and Rocket Man. So original movies are actually doing pretty okay. Alita has done pretty well and stuff. So that's basically it. Now you know why Disney is doing so well. That article points it out. Basically, I'm not going to link the article because of course YouTube will de-link this video no matter what. Because that's how YouTube is. They have to be greedy and stuff. Yeah, as for saying that the YouTube's definitely going to de-link this video for so I'm going to stop talking because it's just infuriating. Making the video longer for no reason.